run for this position because it's open.
Where are the applications available?
They will be online. They're going to announce it publicly tomorrow.
Okay.
And then also there is some elections coming up in, did they say October? I think it was October. For some school positions. So, yes. So, and they didn't actually say these were school board positions, but is that the impression you got?
Yeah,
school board. And
I would definitely still recommend fact checking this, but
yes.
from what I heard, they were listing school districts.
Yes, because they said it was Gwyn, right?
Gwyn, Donnie, Ishpeming, I heard a few more, but I
yes. And there's a millage in Chalkway Township, but this is all coming up. So watch. But the commissioner thing, and then also I would encourage any and all of us who are, actively involved to run for any of these public office positions. Even the ones that, never have competition for like the Board of Light and Power and those obscure positions, like all of those things. We need to get people running for this stuff. Yes.
As a young person who knows very little about any of this, who can I go to or where can I go to learn about these positions, to learn about what the expectations would be and what the qualifications necessary to fill these positions would be?
That's a great question that I cannot answer.
I can't give you specifics, but I can give you names of people that sit on school boards if you're interested in sitting on a school board. So speaking to someone that has actually filled those positions is actually a real good way to learn because they're living it.
I will talk to you after this.
Okay. And thank you. I wasn't sure if there was a notice. I will give a plug for the League of Women Voters. I know that they have some candidate forums coming up for like the Board of Light and Power. I know they were planning those. Sorry, just on my neighbors. So, which we haven't done. So, new people. Do we have new people here tonight? We do. My neighbors came. Yes! They saw my yard sign and asked about it. I'm so excited. I also told them that we welcome new people. Okay, so I had for breakout the No Kings, so they want to talk, I'm sure. Do we need anything about ballot petitions said?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have you talk next. Is there signs of fascism? Do you need to speak at all, Faith?
Signs were made today.
Okay, so let's anything, and that's all I got unless there's something. Oh yeah. I'm winging it tonight here.
Because we did the live stream, I am not doing video, just audio. So you can come up here and you won't be on camera. Come be heard so people can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. So Tina, who is coordinating No Kings 2.0, which is October 18th, has a short list of information she needs to share. I want to quickly thank those who came to the picnic. Our social event was very well attended. We think 40 to 50 people, just the right amount of people and food and conversation, and it was wonderful to see everybody. And we so appreciated Tom Legginen offering that wonderful, beautiful space. Looking down on your agenda, the as far as periodic events, Rush Hour Resistance. Paul Hughes is encouraging us to move away from the words pop-up protest and Rush Hour Resistance, but we'll probably continue to use pop-ups, whatever. So the and Cynthia, I want to make sure that we've got this right. We will not be on the Altamont overpass. That's what's written here, and that's also on the summary that comes out from LSRI, indicates Altamont overpass. So please spread the word and make that correction. It's the Iron Ore Heritage Trail overpass. So, and you might, I'll speak for Barb Coleman, who had other activities going on tonight. If she was here, she would be making a plea for more members needed for the safety team. I've had some people wonder, like, how much does that involve and what? It really doesn't involve much other than wearing the vest and watching that de-escalation video, which really all of us who attend whatever activities we're doing out there in the public should be aware of and watch, whichever one of the, I think, several possibilities to watch the de-escalation videos. So when it comes to, you might already have this on your list, when the teams that we need to recruit for October 18th, there's 3 teams. You got that? Tina's got that.
Hey guys, Tina Taylor. I'm going to be leading the charge for October 8th, No Kings 2.0. We encourage you to sign up on LSRI's website or the Mobilize. When we get the flyers printed, there will be a QR code that you can also use. But in the meantime, if you just use the LSRI, helps give us numbers. Our event will be on October 18th from 10:30 to 12. We are doing it again on the 41 corridor that we've done multiple events at. It will include a food drive as well. We're asking everybody to be very respectful and park at your own discretion, park legally. We're not, allowed to say where to park, but be respectful and try to, be good neighbors to those people along the corridor. I have a number of positions and volunteer requirements. I'm looking for somebody specifically who will lead the crowd control team. I'd like to have 10 people on the crowd control team. I need a couple of people who would be willing to sit at the greeting table, who would welcome new people, kind of give them some information. We're hoping to have some bumper stickers available that could be there. And I need a team for the overpass. So somebody that's willing to go, a couple of somebodies that are willing to go up on the overpass and hang a bigger sign. I'm also looking for a wandering photographer and a few people to do flyer distribution. So there's lots of jobs, there's lots of ways you can help ahead of time on the day of. If you have, suggestions about places I would like to send out invitations specifically to organizations and groups to invite them to come and attend and participate. For example, I'm going to send an invitation to nursing home activities directors if they'd like to bring a busload of their residents to drive by and honk at us or whatever it is. I'm going to send an invitation to the government teachers at local high schools, places like Rainbow Pride. So if you can think of a organization or a group that you would like me to personally send an invitation, let me know at the breakout table. Yes?
I can just be loud. What exactly are the duties of the crowd control?
So basically that would differentiate between the safety team is going to be wearing orange vests. They are going to make sure that people are staying in appropriate boundaries and things like that. Crowd control people will be more along the lines of keeping people moving so that we're kind of spread out, wandering in and out, answering questions, being able to direct traffic kind of the human bodies and things, being a resource. So if there is a problem, they can call the safety team and say, hey, there's a situation here, or whatever that is. So just a differentiation in responsibilities, I guess. It's really all of them are everybody wants to de-escalate, not be confrontational. We're going to try to make sure that the crowd control, along with the parking people who are assigned to help in the very limited parking that might be available will have yellow vests, where a safety team will have orange vests, which brings me to my next point. We would like to get a few more color identifying vests. They're $10 a piece, and if you would like to make a donation so we can purchase about 10 more vests, I will be taking those donations to hand over to the appropriate person to purchase them. I want to make a note that we are not going to have a rally at this time. There is an enormous amount of other activities happening in the Marquette area on that day. We want people to participate and be able to spend some energy and attention on the things they're participating in. So we will have another rally, like our big one that we kicked off all of this in early March with Hands Off. We'll do that again, just not on October 18th. We'll start planning something so that we can have that be the focus, and just not this time. But I want you to know that we haven't forgot about it. We're trying to, meet everybody's needs and still be respectful of everybody's time and energies. So, on that note, I want to remind everybody that the Yoda is back there by the hot beverage tray. If you'd like to make a donation, that helps Yoopers Unite pay for the room, helps us buy supplies, different things like that. So if you're interested in donating for the vests, give it to me. Don't put it in that pot. They're two separate donation pots. Does anybody have a specific question that I can answer quickly? Otherwise, we will have a breakout table that you can come and talk to us in more depth. Good? Thanks, everyone.
So we have 3 good petitions that were circulated to get things on the ballot. The 2 events that we've had, we've been very well received. But Paula, I'm here because you said yourself, if we had a bunch of micro circulators, it would make a heck of a big difference. If you could take one sheet,
10 people.
get 10 people all in the same county. That's important. They'd have to be 10 people in the county you're in. It would make a big difference. I'm getting 5 sheets, 10 sheets when I'm out there, but there's 35 of you out there. One sheet would make a difference. It is important that you understand how petition circulation is done, how they're filled out, and we do think it's important that you understand the issue that you're asking people to sign on. So we're asking you to do a little bit of education and, maybe become a microcirculator. I know VNP has some issues with their microcirculators. They've got some nice PDFs and so on. Zeke?
And so in regards to rank my vote, we are trying to significantly ratchet up the number of volunteers we have, get more signatures in. We're looking at the end of the year for the end of the campaign. So we need people, if you have volunteered and I've already spoken to you and you have not gotten an email from me about training, please see me. If you've signed up to volunteer and we haven't spoken, please see me. And if you're already circulating, please submit events and find someone to partner with you if that helps. We really need, like Deb was saying, we really need people out there. And right now, it's only a couple of people from 8,000 plus volunteers who are doing this coordination work. So we need everyone to help out.
I do want to say that we intend to be at the farmers market every Saturday. So far, it's just a couple of us. So come on, join us. It's actually kind of fun.
I've never done it. I'm circulating 3. And it seems like I'm an outspoken person, but it was out of my comfort zone. But I have only had 2 negative reactions, and those were at the beer fest, and they weren't really that bad because they wouldn't say it to my face. They waited till they passed. So yeah, it's really easy, and I'm learning a lot about the proposals. People have asked questions, and I'm like, oh, let me find out. Or they have told me things, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. So, yeah, that's my pitch for that. Any other breakouts needed? Donovan, you got something? Yeah, go for it. Notice like I'm doing this.
I don't know if I'll explicitly do a breakout per se, but if anyone wants to chase me down, ask me questions, hound me, what the hell ever, I'll be around. But last week I spoke about the Border Patrol abduction that happened on US 41 several weeks ago now. I, not gonna lie, I was always a procrastinator in school and I'd get my homework done, just before class. So I've been sitting over in the corner during this meeting, furiously scrolling on my phone. I found a reference from our TV6, like a paragraph reference to someone having given them a video of that happening. I have no evidence of there being an interview. There apparently was an interview with a couple of folks about what happened and how it went down. I haven't seen this gotten any airtime at all whatsoever. So my primary ask is, please talk about it, and talk about it some more. Not with each other. Go the hell out there and talk to people and let them know, hey, what's crazy going on in LA? Yeah, that shit's on our streets too. Border Patrol has been in the state of Michigan for decades. We technically their jurisdiction is 100 miles of a border or waterway. The Great Lakes are all waterways by their definition, regardless of the fact that they don't hit on a Canadian border. And they've actually expanded that, so the entirety of Lower and Upper Peninsula counts as jurisdiction for Border Patrol. The other thing I have to add to that is I have a verified witness that has told me that they are regularly sitting on 41 and pulling people over in the corridor between Negaunee and Marquette. If you have an open schedule and you've got a moment, I would love to get more verified instances of this. One of my main questions is, are they sitting there looking for Mexican flags or dark people driving the vehicles? Are they directly profiling? Not that that's illegal for the Department of Homeland Security anymore if you're not up to date on that. But still, that is worth at least referencing so that we can contact the ACLU, because I'm sure one of these days that bullshit's going to be overturned. Pardon my language. Beyond that, I don't know what else we can do other than talk about it, write to the editor. I'm trying to reach out to other organizations that have interests and are already working on certain things. I do have a hand. Do we have the other mic going around, Oscar? You got the mic? Yeah. Thank you for giving me a break. I did just ride down the hill and back up again, so I'm also sweating a little bit more than the rest of you.
If at all possible, we need names of whoever was taken and the family affected. It is, I believe, going to be much easier to get the word out and get eyes on this if we can name people taken, missing, name a family member or a friend who's missing these people, rather than if we have to speak in hypotheticals like I heard some person was taken. We need to make it real, and honestly, again, if at all possible, we need to reach out to this family that was impacted and see if we can offer them any support, even if just emotional. I don't want them to feel alone and terrified in my community.
Thank you very much. I thoroughly agree from a personal level. From a personal level, though, I'm also speaking from my point of privilege. Everyone I've spoken to that has had direct contact, which direct is second or third hand, has said not only the people who've reported it, but also the families themselves have thus far looked to maintain anonymity. They are afraid of outing other people in their same circumstance. They're afraid of being targeted and harassed, shock of all shocks, by people of a certain particular political affiliation. Can't imagine why. But I've been toying around with more notions. If you like a little bit of some, what do we call it? Well, some good trouble, maybe you want to grab a couple of Mexican flag stickers, Venezuelan flag stickers, and throw them on the back of your car and just drive up and down US 41 for an hour or two and see what the hell you get. And when they pull you over, waste their flipping time. Ask them every question they ask you back in a conversational, polite manner. Sit there for 25 minutes and waste every damn dollar of funding that they're getting. So that's one of my personal intrigues. Another one I really, again, just kind of an open forum question is, if anyone happens to know or have heard, again, hypothetically, secondhand, thirdhand, fourthhand, where they are housing these people, also known as detaining these people, before they get a chance to fly them to frickin' Texas or wherever the hell they're taking them long term. I would be really curious to know. I think that would be an excellent opportunity to find a space like that and directly act on trying to do something. I think that's something someone mentioned at our breakout table last week, the idea of maybe having a clergy association, interfaith, which I'm pretty active in on some levels, more or less, and I know people that would be interested, and maybe that would be an opportunity to go to that space and have clergy make a statement. Yes?
I just wondered if anybody knows if those flag stickers are available anywhere in town.
It's a good question. I don't have an answer. But I'm getting swept off the stage, so thank you very much. Reach out if you feel like it. Otherwise, I'll be up here to rant again.
Yeah, breakout groups. Maybe we can get some of those flags and get some of those stickers here. Okay. Anything else?
2 minutes, Willie to breakout. Wow, Donovan, you're tall. Okay. 2 minutes and then we'll actually break out. So, one other thing that has happened at the state level, I put it in the Discord last week. The House of Representatives for the state of Michigan has passed a trans bathroom law that has defined that all public education spaces must have bathrooms and lockers that only apply to their sex. Yes, Donovan.
I want to shout to the computer, too. Graham, I just want to point out, I looked that up a little bit this morning, and from what I understand, we can presume that as dead upon arrival, because the next step would be going to the Senate, and the Michigan Senate is democratically led. They have a majority, and already the House, or the Senate Speaker has said that can just be considered dead upon arrival.
Either way, make them know that you know, and tell them. Call your senators.
Okay, so do we have our